Today our topic is the best modern Stoic thinkers you should know. Stoicism is an ancient philosophy, but it is still very relevant today. It teaches us how to live a good life, how to handle challenges, and how to stay calm in difficult situations. Stoicism is not about avoiding emotions or pretending everything is fine. It is about understanding what we can control and what we cannot, and focusing on the things we can change. In modern times, many people have taken the ideas of Stoicism and applied them to our busy, stressful lives. These modern Stoic thinkers help us see how this ancient wisdom can be useful today. Let's talk about some of the best modern Stoic thinkers you should know, and why their ideas are important. First, we have Ryan Holiday. Ryan Holiday is one of the most popular modern Stoic writers. He has written many books about Stoicism, like The Obstacle is the Way and Ego is the Enemy. Ryan Holiday makes Stoic ideas easy to understand and shows how they can help us in our daily lives. For example, he talks about how problems and challenges are not things to avoid, but opportunities to grow. He says that when we face difficulties, we should ask ourselves, how can I use this situation to become stronger? This is a very Stoic idea. Instead of complaining about what happens to us, we should focus on how we respond. Ryan Holiday also emphasizes the importance of humility and self-control. He reminds us that ego, or thinking too highly of ourselves, can lead to mistakes and unhappiness. By staying humble and focused, we can make better decisions and live a more meaningful life. Next, we have Massimo Pigliucci. Massimo is a professor of philosophy and a strong advocate for Stoicism. He has written books like How to Be a Stoic and a Handbook for New Stoics. Massimo explains Stoic philosophy in a clear and practical way, making it accessible for everyone. One of the key ideas he teaches is the Stoic concept of the dichotomy of control. This means that some things are within our control, like our thoughts and actions, and other things are not, like the weather or what other people think of us. Massimo says that we should focus on what we can control and let go of what we cannot. This helps us avoid unnecessary stress and frustration. He also talks about the importance of practicing Stoicism every day, not just reading about it. For example, he suggests simple exercises like reflecting on your day before bed and thinking about how you handled challenges. This helps us become more mindful and resilient over time. Another important modern Stoic thinker is William B. Irvine. William is a philosophy professor and the author of A Guide to the Good Life, the ancient art of Stoic joy. In his book, he explains how Stoicism can help us find happiness and peace in a world full of distractions and problems. One of his main ideas is the concept of negative visualization. This means imagining the worst-case scenario in a situation and thinking about how we would handle it. For example, if you are worried about losing your job, imagine what you would do if it actually happened. This might sound depressing, but it is actually a very powerful tool. By preparing for the worst, we become less afraid of it and more grateful for what we have. William also talks about the importance of setting goals and values in life. He says that if we know what is truly important to us, we can make better decisions and avoid wasting time on things that don't matter. Donald Robertson is another modern Stoic thinker worth knowing. He is a cognitive behavioral therapist and the author of How to Think Like a Roman Emperor. In his book, he combines Stoic philosophy with modern psychology to help people deal with anxiety, stress, and other mental health challenges. Donald Robertson explains that Stoicism is not just a philosophy, but a way of training the mind. He says that by practicing Stoic exercises, we can change the way we think and react to difficult situations. For example, he suggests using the view from above technique, where you imagine looking down at your life from a great height. This helps you see that your problems are small in the grand scheme of things, and reminds you not to take everything too seriously. Donald also emphasizes the importance of self-discipline and mindfulness. He says that by paying attention to our thoughts and actions, we can avoid negative habits and build a more fulfilling life. Finally, we have Tim Ferriss. Tim is not a philosopher, but he's a strong supporter of Stoicism and has introduced many people to its ideas. He's the author of The 4-Hour Workweek and a popular podcast host. Tim often talks about how Stoicism has helped him in his own life, especially in dealing with fear and uncertainty. He says that Stoic practices, like journaling and meditation, have helped him stay calm and focused in high-pressure situations. Tim also interviews many modern Stoic thinkers on his podcast, sharing their ideas with a wide audience. One of his favorite Stoic quotes is from Seneca. "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." This means that we often make our problems worse by worrying about them too much. Tim reminds us that by staying present and focusing on the facts, we can reduce our anxiety and make better decisions. These modern Stoic thinkers show us that Stoicism is not just an old philosophy, but a practical tool for living a better life. They teach us how to handle challenges, stay calm under pressure, and focus on what truly matters. Ryan Holiday reminds us to see obstacles as opportunities. Massimo Pigliucci teaches us to focus on what we can control. William B. Irvine shows us how to prepare for the worst and appreciate what we have. Donald Robertson combines Stoicism with psychology to help us train our minds. And Tim Ferriss brings Stoic ideas to a wide audience, showing how they can help us in our careers and personal lives. Stoicism is not about being emotionless or avoiding life's difficulties. It is about facing challenges with courage and wisdom. It is about understanding that we cannot control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we respond. This is a powerful idea that can help us in every area of life, from our relationships to our work to our mental health. By learning from these modern Stoic thinkers, we can apply these ancient ideas to our modern lives and find more peace, happiness, and purpose. In conclusion, Stoicism is a timeless philosophy that continues to inspire and guide people today. The modern Stoic thinkers I mentioned, Ryan Holiday, Massimo Pigliucci, William B. Irvine, Donald Robertson, and Tim Ferriss have made Stoicism accessible and relevant for our times. They show us how to live with courage, wisdom, and resilience. Whether you are facing a difficult situation, feeling stressed, or just looking for a better way to live, Stoicism offers practical tools and insights. By learning from these thinkers and practicing Stoic principles, you can build a stronger, more meaningful life. So, take some time to explore their work, reflect on their ideas, and see how Stoicism can help you navigate the challenges of modern life. Remember, the goal is not to be perfect, but to make progress, one step at a time.